Hey guys, it's Friday. It's time for That's Life with Julie. Today I want to do a series of videos, and I'll post these maybe per day, or I might post them throughout the day. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. But it's all about learning how to say no like you mean it. Now, I'm going to speak more specifically to us as parents, to those of us in a child care, foster care situation where we are parenting, where we're trying to disciple and discipline and to really train up children in the way that they should go. But this can also be applied to your workplace in being able to say no. Because listen, I know that some of us, someone comes to you and they're like, hey Julie, we need someone to serve on the toilet bowl safety committee for the school district. Yeah, it's like really important. And I totally thought of you. I mean, you were like, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Julie's the first person that came to my mind. And I was wondering if you could do that. And you know what happens? If you don't know how to say the N word, if you can't say no like you mean it, if you can't say no without apology, if you can't say no and walk away without any guilt, guess what you're going to be doing in 6 months? That's right. You're going to be taking notes, or you're going to be walking through the stalls and hallways of toilet bowls because you didn't know how to say no. This is true. I know it. I've done a few things in my life where I'm like, how did I get here? You know how I got there? I didn't know how to say no. And then especially with my children. All right. Now I confess there was a time with each one of my children that I thought, you know what? They really get it. I think they're just gonna obey pretty much immediately. That lasted about 18 months, and then each one of them proved it wrong. Kristen, one time when she was trying to swamp the toilet with toilet paper, any of you remember days like this? And I promptly, put the lid down. I marched her out of the bathroom, and on the way out of the bathroom, she was all of 18 months old, she stops. I mean, she just stops on a dime. She tells me to go ahead, just kind of like, go mommy, go mommy. And as I'm walking, I actually did this, gonna see what she was up to, and I was pregnant, so I decided to go lay down on the couch. As I did that, she mumbled under her breath, don't ever do that again, mama. Don't ever do again. And she was talking to herself about me, all right? So she fell from grace that day. Then there was another day when Patrick fell from grace. That's when he decided to eat coconut, the cat's cat food, and he started saying yucky and spitting that out. And I said, Patrick, don't ever eat, kitty food again. And right there, he just like something overtook him, and he put his shoulders back and he pointed his little finger at me and he said, you hush, mama, you hush. Woo! All right, I knew then that I was dealing with children, wow, who are a lot like their father. So, back to saying no. I'm going to do this in a few series because it'll be far too long if I talk about this all in one fell swoop. So the first thing we want to do when we say no is we want to get the look and we want to get the tone for saying no. All right? The look is very important. Each of you probably can think back to maybe your own parent or someone in your family, a neighbor, someone who could give you a certain look and you knew, I better straighten up because that's a serious look. We each need that. So practice with your eye cam. It's not egocentric. You're not being a narcissist. You're like learning how to be the parent, all right? And trust me, I've been out in public a few times this week. Whew, there are a few people that need to learn how to say no like they mean it to their kids. So you want to get that look, all right? And it should scare them. It's okay for your kids to be like, oh, mommy's scaring me when she gives me that look. That's not a bad thing. And then you want to get the tone when you say the word no. And the tone is so important. And more, even on top of that, it is the punctuation that you attach with the tone. All right, so you have to get the look and you have to get the tone. And that's kind of controlled, firm, and you want a period at the end of the word no. No. You don't want a question mark. Some of you are like, Mom, hey Mom, your kid comes up, hey Mom, I've just had my license for 2 days and I was wondering if I could take the Yukon and put 12 people in it and drive cross country to a music concert in Denver, Colorado. Okay, what would my response be? Would it be, no, no, that is not how my response should or would be. My response would be no. End of conversation, period. No, absolutely not. And I don't have any hesitancy about saying that. So you want to practice. If you're used to saying no with a question mark, you don't want to say no. You don't want to use a semicolon. I'm not really sure what those are for exactly, to be quite honest. But a semicolon is just a little opening for your child to be like, maybe she really doesn't mean it. I'll just keep trying. See, the goal is that we say it with the look and the tone that our kid's like, you know what, this is just kind of a lost cause. I'm going to move on. Next. And do that. So look and tone, that's the first thing that I want to talk about. And then when we come back for our next video, I'm going to share with you some more fun things about learning how to say no like you mean it. That's Life with Julie.